Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Rural Contractors. I'm your host, Paul Osmondson, and today's topic is dominate your competition. This helped me so much. So, how many times do you think that you're in competition with people that are doing the same type of work as you? But really coming to this idea that there are so many people in the world and who do I want? And realizing that I don't have to serve everybody and that there's enough business out there that we can keep going. So in the book 10X that I listened to a long time ago on a road trip, it talks about dominating your competition. And what does that mean? And this is how I took it for me. Looking directly at my sales process. And at the time, I didn't have a sales process. But I was so concerned about doing the work on the job that it's like, yeah, I'll get to look at your project when I get to look at your project. But when I switched that to go, hey, that is the number one priority, is to get there and to talk to that customer about their potential future project, was going to line up more current jobs for me in the long run. So how do I dominate my competition in this? So if all the other carpenters are thinking exactly the way that I am, I got to keep doing this job and then I'll come when it's convenient for me to look at your job. But if I drop what I'm doing, allow my team to keep going on the project that I'm going, and I get there as soon as I can for them. And I'm not saying dropping exactly what you're doing. But if I could drop what I was doing and it worked for them right then, because they took the time and they called me right then and being like, hey, I can be there in 20 minutes. Does that work for you? Most of the time they're like, yeah. So in that theory, I go there, I look at the job, I start the process of figuring out the materials, and I have a price back to them before my competition has even looked at the job or called them back. Dominate your competition. Are we strict competition with the people around you? No, but I'm competing with myself. How can I get it done quicker, faster, that I don't have to think about it anymore? How I like to deal with stress is if something is bothering me, like, I know I should make that phone call, but I just keep putting it off. Well, then that stress owns me by it constantly remind me. So if I know I need to make that phone call or whatever it is, if I use that as a trigger to go, hey, yep, I'm going to make that phone call and I'm going to make it right now, and then I don't have to think about it anymore. Same thing with the bids. How many times do they stack up? This guy, I need to look at this job, I need to bid this job, I need to bid this job. I have talked with these people, but I got to get them numbers yet. When it stacks up on you, it gets overwhelming. If you deal with them as quickly as they're coming in and you're just continuing moving through those bid projects as they come in, works great. Although if you have 4 bids come in one day, it's going to stack up. But that process for me is just getting it out as quickly as I can and dominating the competition, dominating your systems that you had last year. How quickly can you get these bids out? This is something that really helped me. Hopefully it was helpful for you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.